Hey guys, welcome to Wrestling Daze and welcome to this high five video. And I am here to talk to you about figures that are missing. They're missing. Where have they gone? They are missing from the Mattel line. These are superstars that deserve figures, but they haven't had them yet, nor have they been announced. What is going on, Mattel? What are you doing? They're working very hard. That's what Mattel are doing, right? No beef with Mattel whatsoever. As you can tell, I've got quite a few of their products. Here's one. If you don't believe me, the British Bulldog, Davey Boy Smith. I never actually reviewed this figure. This is one of the best elites that I own. I absolutely love this, and not just because I'm from the UK, but the detail, like the braiding on the hair, and you know, I think they got the facial expression right. Love this Union flag accessory. It's a great elite. This is kind of a really good example of what Mattel can achieve. So, and this as well, look at this. Just drop Sting. Just drop Sting. Sting, look, wants to be part of this conversation. Here he is. How amazing is that I am showing off the British Bulldog, yet the Great American Bash Sting. Yeah, you Americans, you have to be noticed, don't you? Here he is. Well, it's quite apt, what with it being obviously Thanksgiving recently. So here he is, Sting, in his Great American Bash attire. This was a defining moment. This figure was a little hit and miss. The detail on it was fantastic, but there was a few like painting errors. There was boots errors as well. This one came with like laces. You can find some in the shops that don't have laces, and honestly, I don't know which one is rarer. So yeah, I'm not sure which one really for you to look out for. I got the one with laces by absolute chance. But anyway, we're not here to talk about this. I was going to show you the Macho Man as well. There's the Macho Man. Another great figure. I think you get my point. Okay, so we've got all of them. But I wanted to go through the figures that we don't have because Mattel haven't made. So this is the high five missing superstars from the Mattel line. Number 5. So at number 5, they've been accompanying him to the ring for a while now. 2 really great superstars that have never really had much of a chance to shine. And I am, of course, talking about Bo Dallas and Curtis Axel. Now, the thing about these 2 is they have had figures released before of both of them, but never as the Miztourage. Could you imagine a Miztourage battle pack? That would be absolutely brilliant. I mean, certainly Bo Dallas in particular, with his one glove. You know, that would be a nice little detail. They could maybe put a few accessories in there. I know Mattel are kind of moving away from putting accessories in with battle packs, so that glove would definitely be painted on. But it would still look cool, and then like it would just be really smart to have with your Miz figure. I have a Miz figure, but I have also no idea where that Miz figure is. Is he on this? There he is. He's next to Carmella. Don't go telling Maurice. This is the Miz figure I've got. I forget what series it is. I think it's like Elite 30 something. And comes with this big jacket. There's another one of these that I have, which is Damien Mizdow, because this is from when it was Miz and Mizdow. Even so, a really cool figure that still works today, and it would be really smart to have the Miztourage coming down with him. Number 4. 205 Live. Now, I know that's a roster and not a superstar, but there is so many superstars in 205 Live that don't have figures, like nearly all of them, that I had to just group them all together in one. The Brian Kendrick, yeah, or the Brian Kendrick, potato, right? No one says potato. But anyway, the Brian Kendrick, he doesn't have a figure, and he is a former 205 Live champion. Not only that, you know, he had a run in WWE years and years ago as well, so he deserves a figure. But yeah, nothing for the Brian Kendrick, and also no Cedric Alexander figure, no Grand Metalik, no Drew Gulak, no PowerPoint presentations. You know, you could have a little PowerPoint presentation that comes with the Elite figure. No idea how they would put that in the box. Mattel would find a way because they're awesome. So yeah, the whole 205 Live roster needs figures.
Number 3.
I personally enjoy getting figures of, you know, the managers and the commentators and things along those lines. We could do with a new Michael Cole. There was a build of Michael Cole before, so technically there's already been one. We could do with a proper one, kind of. We could do with a Byron Saxton, right? I'm not desperate for a Byron Saxton, but we could do with a Byron Saxton. So there's quite a few. So in this, I've just grouped them as commentators / referees, because I also think that we should get a Mattel referee. Why have they never released a referee? It would sell. It would sell better than Tugboat. I have seen other companies make referees, but never Mattel. And in this group of commentators / referees, there's one in particular that I would absolutely love, and that is Nigel McGuinness. Now, Nigel McGuinness is a commentator on NXT, and also he is a commentator on 205 Live, and I think he does main event as well. But he was one of the most important British wrestlers of the past 10-15 years. You know, he was one of our standout performers. He was a Ring of Honor world champion. He went over to TNA. It didn't quite work out for him when he was in TNA, but he was always putting on fantastic matches. And if you read magazines like PWI, Pro Wrestling Illustrated, they would always say, you know, this is one of the best wrestlers in the world right now. And because he wasn't in WWE, there was no way for me to watch him, because I don't know how you watch Ring of Honor in the UK. It's probably online now, but it wasn't like 10 years ago. Or maybe it was actually. It might have been. Scrap that. But anyway, you get my point. So now that he's with WWE, even if it is just his commentating attire, I would absolutely love a Nigel McGuinness.
Number 2.
Number 2 on the list, and what is that you're wearing? There's a ticket, 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 I'm out of breath. But you get the point. Breezango, there is no Breezango figures. What is going on? Breezango? Absolutely love it. You can get Fandango figures, and you can get Tyler Breeze figures, but they've never made a battle pack or even 2 elites. You know, some of their attires have been absolutely outrageous, which would look awesome in the elite line. The only problem is they've never really, like, you know, won a title or been pushed. Like, they have those fashion files, which are very popular, but actually in the ring, they've never really achieved much success. So I'm not sure if 2 elite figures would sell that well. So maybe a battle pack would be the better way forward.
Number 1! Ta-da!
And that brings me to number 1 on the list. Now, I know Mattel are working on this. Of course Mattel are working on this. But we don't have it right now. They have made figures of him before. But this was so monumental that we need an elite. And it needs to come with the WWE Championship. I am, of course, talking about the modern day Maharaja Jinder Mahal. Jinder Mahal? I mean, who knew? Who knew? Who knew that he would be WWE champion in actually? He didn't know. I didn't know. Only Vince knew. And yeah, he was WWE champion for like 6 months, and obviously he had the Sings with him. You know, a Sings battle pack would be smart. But yeah, that run, that championship run that Jinder just had with his feuds against Randy Orton and AJ Styles, Shinsuke Nakamura, they need to capture that in figure form so that we can recreate it, only this time have literally everyone beat him. Literally everyone. The guy is awful, right? I'm joking. Promo-wise, he was all right. It's just like largely the same promo each week. In ring, he's not the worst. He can wrestle, but just can't really put on, like, you know, 5-star classic matches. He's not Okada. I think that's what I'm saying, but he's good enough. He's a really strong, actually, mid-carder in my mind. So very surprising that they pushed him to that WWE Championship. They really took a gamble. Obviously, they're trying to grow in India, and this was a really good way of, you know, letting that happen. And not sure if it worked or not, but either way, I definitely want a figure because I want him to lose matches to Lana. And that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know your suggestions in the comments below. What figures do you want Mattel to make? Leave it in the comments below. If you like the video, give it a like, hit the subscribe, all of that good stuff. That's quite a nice ending. All of that good stuff. And hopefully, didn't like that bit. Hopefully, see you again next time. Bye for now. If you enjoyed this video, why don't you hit subscribe? Woohoo! If you enjoyed this video, why don't you hit subscribe?